Hi, everybody. Lighten up your life with Lisa T. That's me. Positive energy coming at you. I feel like doing another reading today just because that reading last time inspired me so much. So, I will get back to some breath work and stretching videos up and coming. But for today, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So we're going to do another reading of Melody Beattie's Journey to the Heart and see what comes up. So we are August 20, is it just 21 today now? Yes, right? Oh my gosh, I don't know actually the date. I'm going to actually check my phone. Was it just yesterday I did the reading? Oh my Lord. Time and days are so time, my perception, my experience of time has changed recently. I've always had this undercurrent since I can remember. Not always, it hasn't been since I came out of the canal, but maybe it has been since I came out of the canal. But this undercurrent, this underwater of sense of urgency, panic goes with that, and also impending doom. So with that kind of undercurrent running in my life at all times, it created this thing with time for me where I'm checking the time on how much time do I have. We're running out of time. I need to be on time for appointments or for things. Or else something bad is going to happen. And so there's been only, the language in my head has been, oh, there's only 2 more hours, or there's only 10 more minutes. And just in the last 48 hours, I've been changing that because what we say to ourselves matters. And so I said, oh, I still have 2 hours, or I still have 10 minutes. I still have 5 minutes. I still have 1 minute. And just that one subtle, it's just a subtle change, but it makes a big difference in the energy it comes from. So yeah, so hence why I don't recognize that it was just yesterday that I did the reading, because that feels like it was 3 days ago to me right now. It's so strange. Time, it's an illusion. It's all an illusion. Okay, so August 21. That's April. Where's August? Here we go. August 21. Let's see what it says. Feel free to open your heart. That's a hard thing to do, I'll tell you. When we open our hearts, we set ourselves up to be vulnerable. And vulnerability has been a scary concept in the world up until the last 10 years, maybe 5 years. Now vulnerability is finally being seen for what it is, which is a strength. So opening our hearts, keeping our heart open, keeping our heart open. I'll do a breath work on that one. Keeping the heart open. We want to keep, when we close off our heart, when we start to protect ourselves, then we cut ourselves off from experiencing the love and abundance that is right in front of us. How to keep opening our hearts, keep opening our hearts. There's a beautiful prayer, the St. Francis prayer. A friend of mine just sent it to me. I say it quite often. I try to remember it quite often, but it says it's better to understand than to be understood. It's better to love than be loved. It's better to give than to want to be. Give is not in there. It's better to, I forget them all right now in this moment, but the point is to give it than to receive it, because you receive in the giving. You do receive in the giving. So keeping our heart open. I know I've wanted to close my heart off often. I've wanted to close my heart off often. The second I don't feel love and appreciated and valued, and they're not doing that. So close your heart off, Lisa. Don't be as loving. Don't say something nice. Don't be understanding. It puts up walls. And when we put up walls, sure, there's like I talked about in the video yesterday, there's an instant gratification to that of feeling safe. But we're telling what we're telling our system, the energy behind that is that it's not safe. So if I've got to keep myself safe, the energy in that sentence is that it's not safe. And then so we live in a world of fear. So keeping our heart open keeps us remembering that we are safe. We are safe. We are secure. Back in the caveman days, you weren't. You were fighting for your lives. We're not fighting for our lives anymore. We are safe. And so closing off our heart doesn't serve us, because it puts out an energy that we're not in a safe world, and then we're living from that energy. So keeping our hearts open, keeping it open, and you can visualize it and see it actually, like the shield coming off of your heart. Keep it open. And how do you know it's closing? When you're in anger, jealousy, envy, fear, resentment, bitterness, self-pity, victim mentality, your heart is going to close. So keep open, and there's a part of you, there's a, this part of you now that's grounded and centered while you're listening to this video, feeling, hopefully better just in this first couple of minutes. When we're grounded in our true self, in our higher self, in our now self, when we're grounded in that, we tend to that part. We can tend to that part that's getting triggered to be, I got to protect myself. No, it's okay. It's a part of you. Like I spoke, we speak to ourselves. We got to speak to ourselves. There's parts of us that need nourishing. They need, we need to have compassion, sympathy for them, empathy for them, and say nice things to those things. So, well, there's a start. Woo! I didn't think that was going to come out right out of the title. So there we go. You're free to open your heart. So you're free to do that. You can do that. You're free to do that. It's a choice. We have to make that choice. Open your heart to the people you love and keep it open. Open your heart to the world. Open your heart to God, to the universe, to life, and all the creatures and creations in it. Open your heart to them. Love them. Open your heart as much as you can and keep it open, and watch when it closes. It will close. It will. You're still in a human experience. We are spirit beings in a human experience. We're having a human experience. So the humanness of us will get triggered. The ego parts will get triggered to put us into some sort of fear. All those things are under fear. Envy, jealousy, resentment, sloth, procrastination, all of that is fear. Anxiety, depression, it's all fear. It's all under the umbrella of fear. So we got to recognize when that's going to get triggered. But what do we do when that happens? Well, we open up again. We open our heart again. We open our heart again. And we show ourselves compassion. And when we do that for ourselves, we can do it for others. So it's safe to open your heart now. It's safe now. It wasn't when we were children. If you're struggling in your life, I mean, if you had a wonderful, no mistakes childhood, you are not part of the norm. Most of us have some sort of issue with the way we grew up, something that happened in the family home. So, and we didn't have ability to make choices. We didn't have options then. We were children, but we do now. So it's safe to open your heart now. There was a time you believed the only way to protect yourself, here you go, the protection piece. The only way to protect yourself was to shut down and close your heart. Shutting it down. Nope, not doing that. Nope, not doing that, right? Nope, okay, it's done. Oh, nope, that's not okay with me. It's over. I'm walking away. This is done. That job is done. Those friends are done. That relationship is done. Right. Nope. That's a protection mechanism. And what does that do? That leaves us alone. We're not meant to live this life alone. So it's protection, though. It's protection. Something inside of it, there's fear. There's some sort of fear that's been triggered. So there was a time when you believed that the only way to protect yourself was to shut down and close your heart. But you have learned so much. Go back through my videos, learn some more. And please hit subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Keep on the journey with me. There'll be much more to come. So you have learned so much. Look it back, just take a moment right now and look it back. Look back at, let's flip those two around. Look back at the things you've overcome, the accomplishments you've had, the mountains you've climbed. Yes, there's another mountain in front of you, but look back at all the ones you've climbed. You've become a great mountain climber. I've become a great mountain climber. I know this. I've learned so much, and you have too. You have learned so much. You have learned the powers of honesty, compassion, forgiveness, and kindness. And again, give that to yourself. Have compassion. Forgive yourself. Be kind to yourself. And it will flow out of you to others. And you will give that, and you'll end up receiving just as a byproduct. So you will no longer become stuck or trapped if you open your heart. Keep it open and you won't get stuck. You'll keep going forward. It will guide you. It's like, reminds me of E.T. Turn on your heart light. Keep that open. Lead with your heart. Let your guts guide you and lead with your heart. So, because if you close off your heart, you will become stuck. You can feel trapped, and because the world will feel unsafe, like I spoke about. So you can leave it if you want to. You can leave it if you want to. Okay, you will no longer become stuck or trapped if you open your heart. You can leave it if you want to. You can leave it. You can leave that situation. You can leave these things, leave that job. You can leave it if you want to. You can say what you need to. So you can leave things and you can say what you need. You can say your truth. But you no longer need to protect yourself by guarding your heart with the heavy armor you wore in the past. And that armor is heavy and exhausting. All of that. It's exhausting. You don't have to do that anymore. You are free. Feel free to open your heart. You are free to open yourself to the universe and to all it offers. We live in a benevolent universe. It is all love. It's just these triggers. It's just these unhealed parts, these wounds that life hits, and so we heal them. We heal them by loving. A woman I met in Sedona gave me a lovely visualization to use. Picture your heart. In front of your heart, see a beautiful rosebud. So picture your heart in your mind. In front of your heart, see a beautiful rosebud, tightly closed. Whenever you want to open your heart, picture the rose blooming wide, beautiful, alive, and fragrant. Even smells good. Whenever you want to retreat, turn the rose back into a bud. So when you feel yourself retreat, watch your rose close down. And then open your heart. Open your heart to the world, to the people who live in it. Open yourself to creation. Open your heart to yourself first. To God, the universe, intelligence, whatever. And to life. Life will become magical. I just did a post about that. There's magic happening in my life. It has been for years. Miracles. One of my quotes from 7 years ago, or a couple of years ago was, I'm a witness to miracles. That's what I am. That's what I feel like I am. I'm a witness to miracles. And when I claim that for myself, I see them everywhere. I saw it just today in this green pepper I've been growing. Like, what a miracle that this thing, it's a flower, and then it closes off, and then it becomes a green pepper, and I've sprouted it from a seed. Like, how did this big plant, it's a miracle. When you get in that mindset, you can see it everywhere, and then you're filled with joy and awe for life. So life will become magical, and you'll think back and smile. You will wonder why it took you so long to open your heart. Woo! Here's your little phrase for today. Open your heart as much as you choose, as much as you can, and share it with the world. I hope I'm doing that. I hope I'm opening my heart to you and sharing it with the world. That's my mission. So yeah, please hit subscribe. The more that I get, the more subscribers I get, the better that I can help the world and help spread my love, spread my heart, and help others help themselves. Thanks for watching. Love you all.